It's Liz here from the Guru Co. And I'm here to talk to you about your potential and to tell you, quite frankly, quite a worrying thing, I suppose, to start the week is that many of us will only ever tap into or reach the smallest fraction of our potential, our true potential, in our lifetime. And that to me is really sad. I'm in there with everybody else, but it's about that realization, that self awareness that actually our true potential is so vast that actually we're probably never actually ever going to meet it. But we need to be meeting more of it than what we are now, if that makes sense to you. So I wanted to really say to you the reason why we're not going to do that is a habit that I think so many of us have got into, and it sort of comes from the nurturing side of things a lot of the time, and it's something that I've been working a lot on with something that's coming up in the future. And it's about our beliefs. It's about our belief systems. And what we do is we start editing our accomplishments and our dreams and our performances and our goals before we even step outside of our bedrooms. You know, we've already dismissed so much stuff before we even start putting something down on paper. And there was a lovely saying that one of my colleagues, business colleagues, said at the weekend was, you can't edit a blank sheet of paper, but we do it all the time, don't we? We do it all the time with our future. And then when I overheard or had a conversation last week with an amazing young lady who has her whole future ahead of her, she's absolutely going out there to conquer the world, and her language was if. And we had to pull her up really sharpish and say, look, hang on a moment, that if will clip those wings every single time, because already you're editing your future goal with an if. It has to be when. And this is where I was coming from, and I had this wonderful conversation about whether or not I had any 5 year plans, or whether any one of us in the group had a 5 year plan. And my answer to that was with another question, which is, do you have a vision? If so, does it thrill you? Does it excite you? Because that should be your plan for now. It's not all about this 5 year plan that's written out in bullet pointed and all looking beautiful. It's like, what about now? Because if you start this, that's where the editing starts, is now. If it excites you and you have emotional attachment to it, actually that's what we need to be bothered about. That's where we need to start taking forward. And I spoke about this. It's like, mark my words. If you think about it in sort of a teacher language or going back to school, we get marks for things. So mark my words. Don't edit your dreams with careless choice of language. And I'm saying internal language. The writing on your wall will come out. It's what we filter everything else through. So if your writing on your wall is if and only and really sort of downtrodden stuff, all of your dreams will be filtered through that, and that's never going to ever reach that true potential for us. So the only way I could really put it to you is think about all those montages that we see of Donald Trump and Boris Johnson. We can make anything out of what they've said to say something completely different that wasn't intentional. How many times have we seen and heard in newspapers where someone's ranting saying, I was misquoted? We are misquoting ourselves minute by minute, every single day. And this week, above all weeks, and I don't know what it is about this week, but there's a real change in the weather maybe. I don't know, there's a change somewhere, I feel it, that actually if you think about how you are editing yourself, how you are quoting yourself, is going to make a massive difference to whether or not you get to where you want to go. So deep breath, everybody, please. And just think about those words, what the writing is on your wall. What are you filtering all your hopes and dreams through just for this week? Just try it for this week, because it's now that we're really worried about. Anyway, I hope that's good to start your week off. Good morning, Janine. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you during the week. And bye bye for now.